Every morning at 560theanswer.com.
This is Chicago's Morning Answer with Dan Proft and Amy Jacobson on AM 560. The Answer.
Good morning, Dan and Amy. We're coming to you live this morning from Charles Equipment Energy Systems in Des Plaines, Illinois. Part of our AM 560 Signature Bank Business Tour. We're back here at Charles Equipment. We've been here before. We're running out of businesses in Cook County to visit, so we just have to start revisiting the same ones because there's only a handful left. And fortunately for Bob Conway, the president of Charles, his company is one of them. They're doing well despite the challenges of doing business in Cook County in the state of Illinois. Bob, thanks so much for joining us again. Appreciate it.
Well, thanks for coming again.
So it's been a year. So let's do a quick stop, look, and listen. How's Charles Equipment done the last year?
Doing well. If you remember last year, I was giving you the rundown of when we went and took care of the Hurricane Maria stuff down in Puerto Rico.
Right.
Yep. We did take care of a lot of stuff in North Carolina, Florida this last fall. So we had a lot of generator rentals, and our technicians went down there and helped people with their power problems.
Will you be doing stuff in Alabama with the tornadoes?
Possibly. It's pretty soon after it happens. Usually we start getting the calls 2 or 3 days after it all happens. Once they've cleared the debris, and then they start figuring out what power they need and so forth.
Yeah, and tell us how this works. I mean, this is not just a small little generator. These generators are the size of
a semi.
A semi.
Yes. In fact, there's a semi you can see right outside the window when that thing's going to be going to actually Detroit for something else. But that's the kind of generator that's going to be going to some of these areas to help power up buildings or businesses.
Make sure it doesn't scrape my Mercedes when it's pulling out of the parking lot.
I'll make sure.
All right.
Yeah. Must be nice to have a car.
Yeah, I mean,
Can you
it's
jump my used minivan?
Yeah.
You have an energy system for a 1977 Dodge Caravan. That was the Generation 1 Dodge Caravan that Amy used to drive until it finally.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
No, but when you went to Puerto Rico, how long? Are you guys still in Puerto Rico? Or have you...
No. We were there for about 6 or 7 months.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of businesses down there that had to rely completely on generators the entire time from September when the hurricane hit Maria until about January when they got the grid back up and running. So we had guys down there that were babysitting about 40 generator sets at about 13 locations that was supplying all the power for production for these companies. So.
And what was it like, from the safety aspect? Because everybody wants power. I mean, was it everything orderly and fine in Puerto Rico?
It was pretty much around these companies. I mean, they had their own security and took care of our employees when they were down there and escorted them around.
And how much did you have to kick back to Luis Gutierrez in order to get that business in Puerto Rico? So these are the sorts of things you do, responding to emergencies, but sort of general day-to-day business is not always going to be emergency response.
Correct, yeah. I mean, we supply brand new generators for a new building someplace which wants to have a standby generator if the power goes out and so forth. Another one of the things we do a lot is prime power generator sets for people who want to generate their own electricity and not buy it from utility. Really? That's something that we used to have a lot here in the area until you started losing a lot of manufacturing in the area. But it's starting to come back a little bit. ComEd has a new program that they came out with that actually is encouraging companies to install the stuff. And so we've been partnering with Siemens to provide the generator sets, something we've been doing for many years.
And you have a huge facility here. What's back there? I mean, I took a little look-see.
Cables
I saw tires and
greasy engine parts and oil and antifreeze. And
well, how many square feet do you have here?
About 20,000 square feet. Plus a yard in the back where we keep a bunch of other generators. We got small and big because we got the little ones. Summertime, when you go to those fests down on the north side, a lot of times we're powering up those little fests, the street fests where you have.
Oh yeah, those aren't little.
Oh yeah, they can be pretty long.
Yeah, they're pretty big. But how many employees do you have? And are they loyal employees? Do you have a high turnover rate?
Only disloyal employees here. They only have this.
That's steal. So watch your purse.
That's all we want.
Your car's gone, by the way.
No, we've got about 31 employees. Very low turnover rate here. People come and they stay for a while. We're a family kind of company, so.
Well, let's talk about that. How your father started this company back in 1960 when Dan was born.
1960, right. Actually, him and a couple of his schoolmates from St. George High School and Northwestern.
Oh.
They started.
Finally, Northwestern grad who did something with their lives.
They named these two guys were named Charles, and they came together and they formed Charles Equipment. So, and they handle a lot of construction equipment stuff, and then we got involved in generators and kind of went from there.
And so, give us a sense of the business climate for you and the clients that you serve in Illinois. It's not a lot of people saying a lot of good things about doing business in Chicago Metro or the state, and so wondering what your experience is.
Yeah, it's a difficult river to navigate. Let's put it that way, because we actually do a lot of business for the city, and we do it for a lot of the municipalities in the area. Not really much for the state itself, but we do a lot of the municipalities because a lot of municipalities have small equipment, small generators, and they are powering their city halls and their waste treatment places and so forth. So we do a lot of that kind of work. But at the city here, we actually do a lot of the generators out at O'Hare, Midway, so that if the power goes out.
And you do a lot of work with hospitals too, because that's
we do a lot
of
of hospital work. Actually, that's part of one of the things that this cogeneration systems, the prime power stuff, that goes to hospitals because they take the heat off the engine and then they use it for the laundry.
Really?
For example, yeah. I think about it.
I did not know that
So-
before today.
Yeah, well, so now, when are you planning to transition your business to solar panels and windmills and switchgrass to comply with the New World Order of eliminating carbon-based energy sources?
I don't have any plans yet.
All right. All right. Well, I was asking for a friend from New York.
People do ask me for those things, and we
They
basically
do?
say no. Yeah, the only thing we do are things that suck, squeeze, bang, and blow.
Wow, we'll be right back.
But-
That was the name of
What do you-
his junior high band.
Yeah,
Suck, squeeze,
bang, and blow.
Yeah, it was a Men Without Hats cover band. So when are you going to open the offices in the San Fernando Valley then? Wow. You should. That's a T-shirt.
That's the
squeeze.
standard way, the industry way you talk about a 4-cycle engine.
That's not.
Suck,
That's
squeeze,
not
bang,
an.
and blow.
That's
That's
not.
what it
an-
is.
That's a Charles
Bang
Systems
and
description.
blow.
That is not an industry standard. Don't ascribe this to the entire
SSB&B.
industry. And why don't I get to I don't want a signature bank mug. I want
Suck, squeeze,
that
bang,
on a
and
mug
blow?
and a T-shirt and a
big piston,
koozie
and a big piston.
and a hat.
Suck, squeeze, bang, and blow is SSB&B.
Yeah.
Well, we had to have something for Fat Tuesday,
Oh, that's right. What are you going to give up for lunch?
That's the other fun
Maybe.
thing about coming to Charles
We're always here on
Equipment Energy
the
Systems.
Tuesday before the Lenten season begins.
Correct, and we usually stagger out of here by 9 a.m.
because we're good Catholic boys here.
Well, exactly.
And an Episcopalian.
Well.
Yeah? Hey, don't well be. But you're going to continue to do business in Cook County and Des
Yes.
Plaines. I mean,
I have 3 weddings I got to take care of, so I better do something.
that's right. He has 3 daughters.
Relatives or just
Daughters, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, people he picks up on the street.
Hey, after
Hey,
that,
you look good. Can I adopt you and pay for your wedding?
after that tagline, I have no idea what the hell's going on here. So I'm asking.
I like to throw Dan off. Huh?
I think he threw more than Dan off. But
squeeze,
suck,
bang.
squeeze, bang, and blow, baby. If I've learned anything.
Yeah, this has been a real tutorial in engineering today. Okay. All right. I don't know that we have really anywhere we can go from there. So I think that's all for Bob Conway, who's
we
the
do wanna
president of
thank
Charles
you.
Equipment Energy Systems.
But we do love coming here because we love the breakfast. We love the libations,
The
even though I'm
homemade
not
wine.
partaking in. Yeah, the homemade wine. That I have to tell you, that's not wine.
That
That's
is.
like moonshine.
No, it's wine. It's
That's
great
not-
wine.
Homemade
It's
wine.
good for you.
Yeah.
I'm not
It's on the
having
label.
any. I mean, I
CGFY.
smelled it and got a
Sells-
buzz. Seriously, smelling it.
And this is why I like to play golf with Bob and his partner Mike too.
I played with you guys too. I
Yeah,
held my
You
own.
played 6 holes, then you had to leave.
No, I played 9
Yeah,
and shot from the men's tees. I do believe.
yeah,
So there.
yeah.
All right.
All right, next time, no Amy, just me, you, and Mike, Bob. All right.
It's so rude.
Bob
Why don't you
Conway.
guys just go suck, squeeze, bang, and blow then? Fine. I won't play your golf.
Bob's been waiting for you to ask him to do that for a long time. Bob Conway, President, Charles Equipment Energy Systems. Bob, thank you so much.
Thank you for
hosting
coming, you
us.
guys.
Appreciate it.
Before you see it on TV, share it on Facebook, or read about it in the paper, hear it here first. This is Chicago's Morning Answer on AM 560. The Answer.